Right, Woodlands winners. The boys are back in town. That's what we're going to call it this week. Couple of very, very impressive winners happening this week. Hughes, hello, my friend.
Morning, Cobber. How you going?
A little bit chillier here in Victoria at the minute. The drought hasn't broken, but the weather has.
Yeah, autumnal scenes, mate. Cool in the morning and, working towards winter, mate. So, but some weirdly hot weather coming again later this week. So, yeah, crazy times.
It is indeed. Cameron Grant, hello to you. We don't get the dulcet tones of the audio at the background this time. We'll just get you.
Yep, today, good to see you guys. Nice to be back. No, just back at home today. So we're just doing it from the nice home office in the rain today. So not much of a day. 31 yesterday and pretty cold today. So.
Right, I've got the wrong ticker going underneath, so we'll give that a plug straight away. With the NZB Weanling sales, of course, Woodlands Stud will be well represented. Entries are open now. The sales on June 26. Make sure you tune into that and we'll get ready for it. Anyone going, it's going to have the thoroughbreds in the morning, standardbreds in the afternoon. It's going to be a very, very big sale. Alabara got a large draft, I think you said last week, Cam, and we believe Macca Lodge are going to be going down there as well. So integral part of the fabric of Woodlands. So we want to make sure that we get the message out there, and we'll be doing a lot more towards that once the, I suppose, the catalogue comes out, boys.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, I think kind of 30-odd from Woodlands, 30-odd from Alabara, and like I said, Macca Lodge coming up and probably a few more. So it'll be good. Looking forward to the sale and definitely the different change of environment with the gallopers. It'll be quite interesting.
We'll look after, pardon me, Paulie Hales and Macca Lodge because I think the horse they sold a couple of years ago has already won two on the bounce. So it's going pretty bloody good as well. There's heaps of winners coming out of that. No more than copy that, my hard copy. I know it was named a bit differently, but prolific winners that come out of the Woodlands draft. Huge week in winners, boys. We're going to go a little bit all over the shop. I will say we've got an extra one here this week as well, so we want to make sure we get it out there. Hughesy, I'm going to start with you. You and I have always been big on Lather Up. We got to see him through the COVID times, I think, before a lot of other people got to see him. And he's a beautiful horse. And he has left an absolute ripper here in Calexico for Laura Wilson and Damien Wilson. They see him outside the leader. He's just a lovely horse that only knows one thing, how to win a race.
Yeah, look, 5 on the bounce for him last Saturday night at Melton. Sat in the Open in 155. Beat some fairly nice horses, New South Wales Derby type with Aaron Dunn's 3-year-old, and My Ultimate Barney goes very good. The leader goes good in this race as well. So this is going to be a strong form race for Calexico and Victorians going forward. But, mate, talk about a big motor. 154.9, 5 on the bounce. Serious horse with a lot of speed. Well done to the Wilsons, but also to Werner L. Krishna, who bred this horse out of Lather Up's first crop in Australia. Congrats to her as well.
Yeah, it's a good little race. Go back and watch it. James Herbertson, I reckon, was pretty confident on the turn, and didn't eventuate. I think he thought he was just going to go straight past him, but they can get to him. They can't get past him, and he's been proving that. The little filly, Celsian, won again the other day for Mark Jones as well. He just continues to do it. Lather Up off a small book of mares that first couple of years as well. So they're getting better and better. And the one thing I love about them, Hughesy, they know where that line is.
Look, they can certainly find the line. You saw Celsian. I think we promoted her on our Facebook page this week. Back-to-back wins in the Southland Oaks heat. They don't win like that at the races anymore. She gave them a start and an absolute beating. As I said before with him, point-to-point sheer speed, So got a daughter represented in the Harness Millions this Friday night in Debbie Lincoln for the 3-year-olds at Auckland. Got a nice little half-sister to Triple Eight, actually, called Miss Collins, who will go around and be hard to beat at Auckland on Friday night as well. And just from an Australian point of view, very good horse called Extreme C. Lather Up half sister makes its debut at Bathurst on Wednesday night in a heat of the Bathurst Gold Crown. So it's a very interesting watch for him. He's got some nice animals around the place at the moment.
Yeah, and Harley Lane,
yeah.
For George Batizitis, but also Cranbourne Club 21. impressive little win. It's a horse that'll win next start, I reckon. It was beaten by a pretty nice horse in Medina for Freddie Tabor, son of Sweet Lou. But go back and watch that replay. Race 3 at Cranbourne on Sunday night. It looks like it's only a pocket rocket, Hughesy. It doesn't look like there's a lot to it, but same thing. Just kept coming and coming. Greg Sugars had a good look at over his shoulder with about 50 to go. He's like, hey, is this going to get there or not? He wasn't sure if it was going to beat him. So, yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. Stood the leader probably a conservative 15 metres at the top of the lane and, ran it to a couple of metres. So another nice horse who'll be in the winner's circle in the not-too-distant future. And he's bounced out in North America really well early with his 3-year-olds as well, while they're up early doors over there. So, look, I reckon he's going to have a very, very big solid year in both hemispheres.
Once we start getting full on to winter, usually we might do a fair bit more with the Americans as well. We might even get Cam Grant looking at a few of them. We could highlight plenty of the winners coming out from the boys, some of the new seasons, and make sure we get the message out there. That's going forward. Cameron, Addington, Friday night lights was huge. Plenty of winners coming out for Woodlands, but this son down by the seaside pin seeker for Johnny Cox and Kimberley Butt. He is really starting to announce himself now. What's he had? 20 starts now, 6 wins. He's a big boy, continues to grow into himself, and this was super impressive again on Friday night, mate.
Yeah, like I said, he's always been a nice horse, and they obviously always had a pretty big opinion of him. Group 3 on Friday night it was, and look, he started off his career pretty good, and the problem, I guess, when you do that is you bump into the big boys pretty quick. So it's pretty tough going, but I certainly think Friday night in the Group 3 was definitely what this horse is made of. And, Johnny kind of popped round to sit to the front, and he beat a few pretty good horses. Recuro Rocket, Group 1 winner, sat on his back and couldn't get near him, to be fair. So, like I said, very impressive. They run home 54.8, 27.6. Like I said, no slugs in that race, and he's really done it really, really well there. And probably backing on that, he's obviously now got a slot in the race, so another big step up for him. But off that performance, if he can get a marble, I wouldn't be surprised if he can give them a good run for a horse that's pretty new to that kind of top racing.
You look at the horses that he beat home, and Recuro Rocket, as you said, Group 1 winner. Renegade, if hasn't won a Group 1, he will one day. He's a lovely horse there. Vessem, Beach Ball, these are serious horses. And he's made them, like Vessem's a horse that knows how to find the line. He always finds it driven off a cold sit. And he looked like he was going up and down the one spot. He could not go with him at the top of the lane. He really took the run out of their legs, if you like, I suppose is the best way to put it. But just super impressive.
Absolutely, like I said, good for Johnny and Kim and the team. Like I said, it's been pretty. They've had a good horse from the get go, and like I said, as we know, it's tough when you start winning a few. But he's certainly, he's really done a great job, and so good luck to them up at the race. I hope everything pans out well, and I know the ownership group will be pretty excited. There's a few keen golfers in there, so good on them. They'll have a bit of fun.
Can you beat them?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Don't ever take Cameron Grant on in golf. That's words of wisdom, not from me, from a pretty smart man, actually, who goes okay, but said never, ever go from there. Benny Hill, have you ever taken him on?
Oh, he's one of my teammates, Mr. Brendan Hill. Yep, absolutely. We play together. He loves it, which is good. So I actually was speaking to him on the phone last night, and he was happy enough with Renegade. And you're right, he's another horse for him that's going to go a long way, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Great little field. Right, Hughesy, back to Menangle, Sugar Pie, Honey. Another horse, got a very, very impressive little record now. 5 wins from 11 starts, just under 150,000 in stakes. This was super impressive.
Yeah, look, on the lure, Paul, and just home in 51 under a hold. Smart filly, as you said. Looks she'll certainly be New South Wales Oaks bound, and just another sweet Lou filly with a lot of depth. Another Lou with a lot of depth, out of a Cullen mare as well. Congratulations to West Australian breeder Peter Hayes, who has been on Sweet Lou since the get-go, way back when. So bred again to him this season as well. So strong race. I think that'll be the format. That race will be good, and another Sweet Lou filly that'll probably march towards the New South Wales Oaks down the road. But just on Lou, just day in day out winners everywhere. Wagstar won the Wyndham Cup there on the weekend, the $25,000 feature. Prior to that, filly greeting the line there at Menangle on Friday night. Royal Villa won as well, another 4-year-old by Lou that's made 170,000. So the Lou's, they go deep and they're starting, a lot of them are starting to bank serious money, So there's a bit of longevity to them as well, which we expected, just like their father.
Yeah, well, we mentioned Medina just there before. As you said, Royal Cruiser 150.1. I'm surprised you didn't use that one as the highlight. But, up-and-coming fillies, and we want to make sure people are aware of them. But, yeah, his record's outstanding. That was his 11th win now. Driven very, very confidently too by Bernie. He wasn't handing up to no one. The boys thought, we'll just go to the front, do this leader, take over. Bernie had different ideas in that race too. So, really strong win there for the son of Sweet Lou. All right, Cameron, back to you. You better not get this one wrong, mate, because you'll be in all sorts of trouble. But we want to say congratulations to David and Stacey White. Oh, he's just a ripper, this bloke. This was the Group 1. I forgot the name of the race, actually, Cam. I'll let you go with that one. But, geez, he's brilliant, this trotter. And unfortunately, this last lap that I've got highlighted here doesn't show the tail of the race. Go to hrnz.co.nz to watch the full race. Did he do some work early?
Oh, last year, Fred Shaw Memorial, so it was back into the Group 1 season for the Trotters, and I know this has been a name for Stacey and David. Look, very, very impressive son of What the Hill. I think for any knockers out there for What the Hill, I look at this horse. Yep. I think he's the best trotter in the country, bar none, nowadays. Muscle Mountain sits in the 1-1, and he's a very, very good horse. Couldn't get him. So, Gavin certainly made him work with a horse that's had a really good start to the year with 1 overall. He's won a couple of group races. Midnight Dash is always there or thereabouts, and Hidden Talent's an up-and-comer as well. But for Stacey and David, they'll be very happy. Run home in pretty quick time. They run home in 57.28, but considering they did a lot of work, and Kenny didn't want to let down. He just showed how good he was.
Yeah, and again, I say, a few of these horses, they're winners. You got a horse like Muscle Mountain who's a winner as well. It was quite well watching him, but he was just staving him off. He was holding him off. Terrific. And must be said, that's as quiet a run as I've seen Muscle Mountain have compared to the work that Kenny did do early on. There was a fair bit of pressure from Gavin Smith with 1 overall. May have been better off just taking a little bit of a sit, but made him really work. And he was terrific. He's an advert. You said there before, Cam, about he's definitely his best horse, but like we said, he's had 2 Derby winners in his first 3 crops of racing age already. One of those was a filly. You got a horse like Love Me Too that's just been marred by injury. I mean, he was one of those Derby winners, and he can be anything, even if Chris Finozio can get him right. So, and hopefully this horse is his flagship. But he's leaving plenty of great winners, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, just another nice horse bred out of the Brecon Barn. They do a fantastic job and have been good clients for us over the years. And like I said, certainly a shout out to David and Stacey, their first New Zealand Group 1. They've obviously got one over in your neck of the woods, but cool to chip this one off as well. So I think they're going to have a lot more fun with this horse, and they've just done a fantastic training job of him.
Yeah, Robbie Holmes had a winner first up at Banks Peninsula. Not first up, 6th start. Finally did everything right. Dragon Hill stepped like a rocket. Put itself in the right spot, and won't be the last race he wins either. He was very, very impressive. Had a couple others, I think, 2 Hughesy, did we not say through the week, or am I going to throw you under the bus, mate?
Oh, look, going back to that bet and win race on Friday night, he actually had another winner as well on that card. I'm a hill too many, and he actually Quinella that particular race as well. Winner at last Tuesday at Menangle as well. So look, mate, time and time again, we've said how good this horse is going. We, keeps ticking a lot of boxes, mate. Bet and Win's part of the new generation of great class trotters that are about to emerge out of New Zealand, to take over from the older sort of statesmen in the sport. Queen Elide is about to retire. Just Believe's obviously retired. So there's a little opening there at the top of the tree for a horse like him.
Yep, San Juan Mountain was that horse. It's a horse that's threatened for a long time and looks like it's finally got its act together. It was a dead heat, but I think it's won again since that as well. So San Juan Mountain. So he's, again, having a great run. Boys, we probably won't get paid. We'll know if they're watching this anyway. If we don't highlight one of the great wins the other day, I actually have got the full lap, so we don't have to stress too much about who can say what. This is her out 3 deep. What a magic win this was by the daughter Down by the Seaside for beside me. Amazing amount of work just to do here, and this is with a lap to go. It's just a phenomenal run. Not sure which one of you guys wants to talk first, but she's an exciting filly. I might throw to you, Hughesy. Different gravy, mate.
Well, I said to you about 4 or 6 weeks ago, and I've said to a number of people, I haven't seen a filly like her for a long time, particularly in New Zealand. She's different gravy, mate. Look at the size of her. Look at the engine. Look at the back, the front. She is the complete package, mate. Like, they don't circle the field like that and roar away at the finish and win by 3 or 4 lengths. This is a Group 2 race on Friday night. I'm sure the North Island fillies are breathing a sigh of relief that she's not in the sales race on Friday night. This is quite easily the best 3-year-old filly in the Southern Hemisphere. If anybody wants to have a chat to me about that otherwise, I'm happy to have a go down the road with them. But, mate, what an animal. What an animal. Seaside Daughter sitting in the trail as well in Wine Light. They run the Quinella in this feature, and B-tastic third here as well, a Better's Delight. So 1, 2, 3 to the Woodlands boys, but gee whiz, there's a better filly in the Southern Hemisphere at the moment than I don't know where she is.
Cam, you've got to see her in person. I yet to unfortunately do that. Hopefully I will in a couple of weeks, but she looks a brute. Yeah,
like I said, she's got plenty of scope to her. Look, well done to the Kennies and Cran and Chrissy and Carter and co. Look, they've just taken their time with it. We've talked quite a bit about it, and she could have run it too a lot more if they wanted to push the button, and they decided to sit back a little bit and target your kind of Northern Oaks, make it an Oaks filly, and I think they've made a pretty good decision there. And like I said, she was home in 54.27 the other day, and so a nice field of fillies, to be fair. 11 horses up in Auckland. They've done a great job, Martin and the Size Stakes team, to get the field for that off the ground and get it to the numbers of where it's at. But no, she's blowing them away, and I believe she was a $16 shot at one stage to win the Northern Oaks, and she's now a $2 shot. So if you backed her at 16, you'll be very, very happy.
When is the Northern Oaks, boys?
End of next month, I believe. About a month away we are.
Yep. Okay, very, very good. So that'll be one of her next targets, and exciting, and it's great for the fun. As I said, Paul and Mary in the ownership there, and I'm sure they're cock-a-hoop about her as well. Been a massive week for Woodlands. Hughesy, you said there before about large contingent going around this Friday night at Auckland. We want to make sure the Aussies watching this are aware. The NZB Standardbred Harness Million. They're not millions. I get in trouble from one Martin Pearson. He'll tell me off, but it's the Harness Million. Terrific fields. The boys are well and truly well represented right across the field. They're just exciting races to watch, full stop.
Yeah, look, Harness Millions on Friday night for the 3-year-olds and the boys and girls, and Marketplace shape up well. Son of Better's Delight in the boys race, and I think we've got a pretty solid hand in the fillies races as well. So look, Friday night, that to look forward to. Bathurst Gold Crown tomorrow night for the fillies, and the Colts on Friday night. So that's to look forward to in Australia the week ahead, and also the Tasmanian Pacing Championship, or Hobart Cup, whatever they call it now, this Saturday night as well. Group 1 feature, and a couple of very prominent sons of Sweet Lou well placed in that race this coming weekend.
Heading down there tomorrow. That's why we're recording this on a Tuesday. I might even put it up in a minute, but yeah, that's one of the reasons we are recording it. Looking forward to getting down there. There's a couple of nicely bred horses, I think, making a debut. I did see somewhere too. I don't know if it was at Auckland or Addington. Might be Addington, I think, by the boys as well. So they are well represented. Yeah, that's right. Andretti, being by Better's Delight out of La Vitesse. Actually, over there, it's over in New Zealand. It's just called La Vitesse for Gene Feast as well, that was purchased out of here. And then also another of the Seasides. This is a gelding for Cran and Chrissy and Dex in the Young Guns, a horse called Fugitive. So did notice those guys. Actually, I think Yankee Flyby is a Woodlands bred horse as well. If I remember correctly, it is. That's an American Ideal. Hughes, you'd be well and truly aware of that, out of Caffey Flyby. So 3 first starters. We'll keep an eye on all of those going around in the Brecon Farm Young Guns. The 2-year-old Colts and Geldings, it's only a heat, but that's on this Friday night as well. Boys, thank you. I think you're going to become a regular, Cam. I reckon we're going to have to kick Stace to touch for a while. We'll let her enjoy family life and go from there. But when we need ratings, we'll get Stacey back on and get rid of you. But that's okay. Well, at the minute, we'll just cruise along.
Yep, absolutely. You're right. I'll just I'll fly the Woodlands flag for now, and you're right. You can bring Stace back along in no time, I'm sure.
No, and I think we'll do that. I think Hughesy, we'll start getting around that. We might get through to the next month, and then we'll start looking maybe at some of these Americans with the qualifiers coming out and start highlighting what the boys are doing as well. We might make a couple of shows even just purely American, and go from there as well. But we'll continue to highlight the winners. Not sure how we're going to go next week. We may struggle for a show next week, but we'll definitely be back the week after. Hughes and I might just do a little quick catch-up in our travels in person as compared to a typical one. But, boys, thank you. Thank you very much to Woodlands. Go to woodlandstud.co.nz for all the updates there. Plenty of huge races going on. You mentioned Mark and Pace Mwanga. He still hasn't got out either, Hughesy. He's waiting to get out. He's ready for this week.
Yeah. Nice little trial there last week, Collar. So all good. He'll be hard to beat on Friday, no doubt about that. Looking forward to those races.
Yeah. No. Boys, thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks, Collar.
One overall in the trail. Midnight Dash goes to the leader's wheel, and the Big M Muscle Mountain. He's won one on the outside of Maui. Hidden Talent, the Southerner, 3 back on the outside. Mystic Max awaiting a run. There's an away to Jimmy Carter from Styx Jewel. Mr. Love, Rachmaninoff and Masterly, 700 metres to trot. 32.1 the second quarter, 64 and 6 was the half. And with 600 metres to go, Benton win the leader a length clear. From Midnight Dash on the outside, 1 overall, Sweats the Pebble Beach passing lane. Muscle Mountain a neck away, 4th from Maui, who's felt for. Hidden Talent travels well. She's about 5th on the outside from Jimmy Carter. Then came Mystic Max, Mr. Love, Styx Jewel, Masterly and Rachmaninoff. Third quarter, 29.3. It's Benton win the leader. He's a length in front. Midnight Dash. Muscle Mountain peels. It's Benton win 2 clear. Muscle Mountain closing brilliantly down the centre. Benton win. Muscle Mountain a neck away. Hidden Talent having a crack at the pier. Benton win, he's got a fight for glory. Benton win wins the Fred Shaw. Benton win beats home Muscle Mountain. Third across, Hidden Talent, 4 to go. Pinseeker the leader. Rakiro Rocket will await on the Pebble Beach passing lane. Beach Bull doing it tough, a half a length away. Cardi B running 4th, and then Renegade from double time. Vesum built for glory. Who's Delight second quarter, 30 and 5. Half and 61.7, and Pinseeker, he travels as good as anything at the 600. A length away Beach Bull. Rakiro Rocket cuddled up in the trail. Renegade up on the outside 4th, and then Cardi B, who's felt for. Vesum 6 off them, held up double time, then Built for Glory 3 lengths away. Who's Delight? It's Pinseeker the leader. Has Beach Bull off the bet. 2 lengths behind the leader now. Rakiro Rocket. Renegade comes wide. 27-4 third quarter. Pinseeker sails for home 2 in front. Off its back Rakiro Rocket if good enough, but Pinseeker found a kick 3 clear. Rakiro Rocket and Renegade. Pinseeker at the 100 metres in full flight. They're not going to get him. Pinseeker cruises clear at the finish, and Pinseeker too good. Rakiro Rocket second, third Renegade fourth, Vess, and then Beach Bull double time. Who's Delight? Built for Glory, Cardi B.
40 Love. Second quarter in 31-4. In fourth position is New Shuffle. Fifth along the inside is Rough Nut, and then came My Ultimate Barney, and Mac Wizard is last as they head along the back straight with 600 left to go. Golden Tribe the leader. Second is Calexico. Third is 40 Love. It'll be awaiting on the Garrard sprint lane. New Shuffle fourth. Next along the pegs is Rough Nut, then My Ultimate Barney yet to go, and last is Mac Wizard. Past the 400 in 28 for the third quarter, and it's Golden Tribe from Calexico. New Shuffle comes out now, looms up 3 wide. My Ultimate Barney follows, and 40 Love awaits the run. Golden Tribe quickens. It just led Calexico. New Shuffle, 40 Love, and My Ultimate Barney winding up. It's Golden Tribe, Calexico. Calexico put its head in front. Calexico, well, he wanted to hang in again, but he still gets the job done. It's a big effort. He builds up a picket fence and he beats Golden Tribe, 40 Love, and New Shuffle. They were follower set up. Well back in the race as they near the turn then is Party Central, and at the back is Double It Harry. They run their way towards the home corner, 27-2 the quarter. Sugar Pie Honey led from Captain Moore. He's a Malteser, needs a run. Sinaloa to the outside. Going for home here, it's Sugar Pie Honey the leader. Out after it, Captain Moore. Setups trying to get up on the inside. Still there, He's a Malteser, but Sugar Pie Honey the leader. Captain Moore, He's a Malteser. Further out is Double It Harry. Set up the inside, but it's going to be when the line is reached. Sugar Pie Honey beats He's a Malteser, and then came Captain Moore. Double It Harry set up
Party Central.
Caduceus Club 3-year-old filly stakes, and the leader is Wine Light for Tony Hurley. Without You. Here's the race favourite Beside Me. Let loose from the tail end of the field. 32.5 was the opening quarter, and Carter Dalgetty says, let's go, girl. And this big striding filly on to the top to the IRT stables turn. Betastic 3 back on the inside of 1 for Jay. Always Be Magic, Always Be Misty. Ironheart on the inside. Further back in the field, Arafura with You're the One That I Want. Debbie Lincoln out to the final half mile. Beside Me, 29.7 that second quarter over Wine Light. Without You. Back over on the inside, 3 back is Betastic. In the 1-1 then to 1 for Jay for Kimberly Butt. Back on the inside to Always Be Magic from Stablemate. Always Be Misty in the third of the Telfer runners. Ironheart back and buried on the pegs. Arafura stands Beside Me. A good 8 lengths as they make the turn off the back. You're the One That I Want. 3 lengths Debbie Lincoln, 400 to go. Beside Me, 27.6 down the back. She's picking them up and putting them down in great fashion. Beside Me, top of the lane here from Wine Light. Without You, Betastic. Further back in the field, Always Be Magic, homeward bound. Beside Me, Wine Light comes out after a 2 lengths. Betastic in front though is Beside Me. 75 left to go. What have we just unleashed in the City of Sales? Beside Me, what a win! What a win! 2:39.5. She's run on the clock as well. Second, Wine Light. Betastic third.